Welcome to the channel about unidentified flying object and an anomalous aerospace phenomenon scientifically. In this video, I would like to talk about what actions of an eyewitness when observing a UFO would be correct. First of all, if you notice something incomprehensible in the sky, the main thing is not to rush to convince yourself that this is something anomalous. It is worth collecting all your endurance and calmly focusing on this phenomenon or object. If what you see hardly fit into the framework of the explanation, try to draw the attention of people nearby to this. This will increase the credibility of the case, since other eyewitnesses may notice details that you have not noticed. If the object is moving, pay attention to the speed of its movement, fast, smooth, jerky, etc. If the speed changed during the flight, then notice how this happened. If there is more than one object, you can remember the general nature of the movement of the entire group of objects. Track the direction of movement of the object, not necessarily to the cardinal points, enough towards familiar landmarks. Make a visual description of the shape of the object, and if the distance allows, then the main components of it. If the movement or freezing of the object is accompanied by lighting effects, trace their direction and nature. Measure the angular dimensions of an object, or measure the linear dimensions, length, of an object. The apparent magnitude of an object can also be measured relative to stationary objects. If the object is in a stationary position, measure the approximate angle to the horizon. You can also sketch the object on paper. And all the more better if you have a photo or video camera at hand. Photo-video filming is desirable to be done in a stable position, fixing the photo-video camera motionless. Do not use digital zoom and other software special effects. If the object is very bright, to protect the eyes from strong infrared and ultraviolet study, use sunglasses of the third or fourth category of protection, 18 to 3% light transmission, with photochromic or polarization absorption technology and light reflection interference. Immediately after observing, note the time of the observation, appearance of the object to its complete disappearance. This does not require special accuracy, it is enough just to indicate the time interval, as an example, from 23:40 to 0:10, or, for small intervals, 17:30, observation is about a minute. Pay attention to what the weather conditions were like. This, first of all, concerns the cloudiness and the visibility of the stars, during the dark time of the day. If the object was above a certain level of clouds, it is enough just to remember the nature of this layer. These data are recorded directly during the observation, or are restored from memory soon in the same place. To find out the distance between the observer and the observed object and its angular size in degrees, simple actions should be taken during observation. At an angle of 20 degrees from 5 meters you can see a person of average height. At an angle of 10 degrees from 25 meters you can see a car, from 1.5 meters, a soccer ball. At an angle of 2 degrees from 290 meters you can see the bus. At an angle of 0.5 degrees, the sun and the moon are visible in the sky, and from 200 meters, a person of average height. If you stretch your hand in front of your eyes, then the thumbnail will have an angular size of approximately 2 degrees of the arc. If you stretch your hand in front of your eyes, then the fist will have an angular size of approximately 10 degrees of the arc. If you stretch your hand in front of your eyes, then from the little finger to the thumb the angular distance will be approximately 20 degrees of the arc, determining the height of 45 degrees to the horizon with the help of a half-lowered hand. And accordingly, dividing this segment into 3 parts, we obtain angular segments of 15 degrees. The arm raised straight up will be 90 degrees. Leave comments, this will help promote the channel. Thank you all for your attention. Subscribe and press the bell. Well, we will be back soon with a new video.